Hello, welcome to the weather update. Feeling the humidity yet? It's 7 o'clock on the 3rd of June, and the humidity is definitely up there. And It's also a big difference in temperatures, too. So we're going to look at this site first, and then we'll go to the radar, talk about the thunderstorms and the rain heading our way. Let me throw the dew point in here so you get an idea. Dew points aren't that high. It feels way more humid than that. Dew points are only 62. I mean, it's not that high, but I don't know. I felt the humidity out there, and it wasn't fun, and we're going to be dealing with this for a while. Fortunately, and this is with temperatures only in the mid-60s, and I was struggling in the humidity on Long Island. Luckily, it never really got that warm. The sun never really came out here. But let's go over to New Jersey now, and you'll see it's a lot hotter there. 76 and more humid, too. There, Tom's River, 74 with a dew point of 68. So pretty, wow, it's way more humid in Jersey. Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I hate this place!
Oh, exactly. Oh my God. People, that guy is in Jersey right now, right? But that's the Jersey Devil. But anyway, even here I'm struggling, so. And it's not even that bad yet. Oh gosh, I just can't deal with this humidity and warm weather. I don't know. As I get older, I can't deal with it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Let's talk about what our highs were today here. So let's go to the high temperature. And highs on Long Island again, only in the mid 60s, 60s pretty much across the board. The city had highs a little warmer in the low to mid 70s, and then as we head into New Jersey, yeah, you see that severe thunderstorm watch over there in Jersey. Look at that, almost 80 degrees in Tom's River today. Yow! Jeez. Oh my God, it's gonna get even hotter than that. So wow, what a difference between New Jersey and Long Island today, and that's what's helping to fuel this thunderstorm activity that you see on the map here. So we put the radar on here, and you'll see what I mean. We'll put the radar up here and superimpose that. And you can see some heavy thunderstorms in central Jersey and numerous flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm watches. And it looks like we have a tornado warning. This is... Can we change the opacity? Please, that's better. 'Cause I can't even see where this is. Looks like somewhere in... around, it's somewhere, I can't even see here. It looks like it's somewhere in, it's that's what I hate about this map. You can't even barely see the cities here. Looks like it's somewhere in Maryland or Delaware. No, it's in Maryland. Yeah, you can see here, and that's where the heat is. So we got some real humid air around, and this tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flood warnings. There's another severe thunderstorm warning in Atlantic County over here. So we got a lot going on the radar. Let's look at this radar, which is a lot easier to understand. And you can see here is the line of severe weather. That is a cell over New Brunswick, another one over just over the border. I guess this is near... It's some eastern Pennsylvania, right on the border of New Jersey, coming in on Philadelphia. And this is where you have that tornadic cell over here, which is, looks like it's right around, and you can see the hook echo too. So it's right around places like Hopewell Manor and Greenhurst. This is in Maryland. But this is the kind of activity. And then we have this breakaway severe thunderstorm over, it looks like just south of Atlantic City, Ocean City, Millville, that area getting hammered right now with this. Let's look at the Weather Service radar as well. So we're going to look at this, get an idea, and let's use the one from Mount Holly instead. Get an idea, yeah. I don't see tornado warning on here, so maybe it was dropped. I don't know. Let's look at the radar over here. So you get an idea of what's heading our way, though it will weaken, at least I think it will, and the radar is not even loading. That's what I hate about this radar. Well, let's use this radar instead. But you can see it's not moving that fast, and there's a southwest to northeast motion. And this is the forecast now, so it's showing you the forecasted radar, so it will take some of it over us too. Let's go look at the lightning map now. See how we're doing with lightning. If there's a lot of lightning from these storms, and there is a lot of lightning with these storms. Looks like we got some lightning strikes here in New York Bay, off New Brunswick. And then we have some lightning strikes here too as well. I mean, not tons of lightning, but there's lightning. So these are definitely thunderstorms producing some lightning here. Let's see if there's any damage being caused by these storms. We look at the power outage map now and see. New Jersey only has 966 power outages. Pennsylvania, no one's really shaded in yellow. So the storms haven't caused too much damage yet. Here's your satellite image, obviously with all the clouds around, but you can see a little bit of sun came out over Jersey, and you can actually see the thunderstorms popping up, some even stronger storms over Virginia and North Carolina. So let's go look at the Ventu. I'm going to pick let's go look at the Weather Service site again. The radar has not loaded, by the way. So the radar, again, is not working. So we have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect to our west, and we have flood advisories and flash flood watches and warnings because of all the rain. So let's go look at our forecast here as we get past this. Let's go look at the HRRR model, which seems to have initialized fairly well, showing you the layout, though it's got a couple of showers over Long Island that have not developed. So as we move this along, you will see the general trend southwest and northeast, which generally doesn't favor it holding together for us, but I think we will see some rain out of it. That's as far as I get to 09Z Friday on this run. If I want to go past that, then I've got to look at an older run of the HRRR. And as we take this back, you'll see there'll be a chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, maybe even a better chance tomorrow of thunderstorms than today. And then we move it along to the weekend where it's dry, but the air isn't dry. Because when we look at the dew points, the humidity is going to be with us. Oh, man, I hate the humidity. So let's look at what we got here as we go into, and it's only June. It shouldn't be humid in June. I mean, yeah, as you get to July and August, but now we see humidity more and more often due to climate change. So let's go look at the dew points, and you'll see dew points well up into the 60s, and they're staying there tomorrow. They're not coming down at all. And the weekend, it's going to be humid too. You can see dew points in the 60s. So no real relief from the humidity. What we have with the SAMS is what we're going to have now for the next couple of days with this, quite a while at least. We'll focus on mainly now through the weekend. All right, you'll see here that we have the southwest wind. At least that means a sea breeze, but you can see we're stuck in a humid flow basically. Monday, Tuesday, there's no real relief from the humidity until maybe we try to get this front through, but then it's going to stall out. So, stall front syndrome. That's a ways away already, and I really don't want to go that far in this forecast. Let's go back to the HRRR, and we'll look at the temperature output on this as well with the 18Z run. All right, so there's some issues with it says there's an alert with some GFS products. So as we take this into tomorrow, you'll see similar patterns to today. Hotter in Jersey, though. It really underestimated how hot it was in Jersey today. So I'm thinking you'll get in the mid-80s in Jersey tomorrow, all right? Long Island, probably not as hot. And then here we go. We start heating up Saturday. You're going to have 90s in Jersey and 80s on Long Island. And you know the deal. We're going to be dealing with this heat for a while. Saturday, Sunday. Look at this. So I don't, it just continues all week long. So I don't even want to look at it. All right. Let's go back to the NAM3 and let's go look at the precipitation a little more and see how we deal with these thunderstorms. So there's the NAM. NAM seems to not have us be affected by them either. And basically because we have the stable marine layer, which will help keep the activity at bay. But tomorrow we may see more because there'll be, I think, a little less of a marine layer. And it's got a few heavy storms in there. Isolated heavy storms, and then after that, we're not going to see anything. Um, and let's go look at the skies just for the heck of it. So you'll see what's going to happen with the skies. Obviously, clouds tomorrow, maybe a little bit of sun. And Saturday, we'll probably have stratus clouds, and then we'll break out in hazy sunshine later in the afternoon. It won't be a nice blue sky. Who knows when then we're going to see that again. Yeah, I know. Same old story every damn summer, it seems, right? When can we ever have a nice summer? Never. Every summer is humid or hot. We never have a nice, dry, cool pattern set up for the summer. It's always like this. Due to climate change, of course. Here you go. Here is the clouds, and you see again that stratus, and that's symbolic of the fact that the ocean temperatures, it's humid air, so you're going to have fog offshore, basically in this humid air that you're going to have. Let me go to Earth. I want to look at one other thing here for a moment. Well, we'll do that toward the end. Let's go to Ventus sky now, and we're going to look at the thunderstorm threat as far as the Cape goes. This is the Cape right now, and you can see it's elevated over Jersey. Move this into 11 o'clock, and it kind of dissipates the elevated Cape. Lifted index, on the other hand, you can see it's mostly over Jersey, so the support for the thunderstorm activity is mostly over New Jersey. And it's basically because of the way things are moving and because we have the stable layer in place. However, let me go back to the Cape, and we'll do tomorrow, Friday, at 2, because look at what's going on here. I think we're going to have risk for severe thunderstorms tomorrow, too, because look at this elevated Cape over, again, heavily over Jersey, but some of it's moving a little closer to Long Island now. Here's 5 o'clock, and you can see it's a little more over Long Island, so I really think we're going to stick with 8 o'clock, still hangs around. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing this elevated Cape for a while tomorrow, I think. And we can also look at the, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, lifted index. So, lifted index also up there. So, I think we're going to have a better severe thunderstorms tomorrow than tonight, personally, looking at these numbers here. And then I have to look at the surface temperatures and plug that into the equation as well, which are going to be a little warmer. Obviously, Jersey, it underestimated it today. I think you're going to be well into the 80s, and I think we'll be well into the 70s tomorrow on Long Island. And the dew point's going to be high, as you know. You look at these dew points, you know it's going to be humid as well. So the ingredients are there. Look at that, a 70-degree dew point possible. It's going to be very, very humid. It's unseasonable. It's not even astronomical summer yet. So move this over to Saturday, and you'll see things will start heating up. So once you get to Saturday, there you go. North Shore is going to be blazing. Jersey's it's going to be well into the 90s, and Islip could see 90 as well. But fortunately, if you're on the South Shore, there'll be a sea breeze. But you'll have to be on the South Shore. The rest of the island, it's going to be pretty hot, and Jersey, you forget about it. It's going to be just hell. That's where they have a devil. Let me go look at the SPC right now, which is what I want to do. So let me go look at that. This is the underground site, by the way. So, and it's frozen. I'll load now. All right. Well, close that up. So maybe I have too many things open. Let me go to SPC and see if they've got an alert for tomorrow. Storm Prediction Center. So they got a blue area, which I guess is the flood risk. They've got a blue area over the northeast. But let's look at tomorrow. Day 2 convective outlook. So now they've got a marginal risk in the southern part of New Jersey. I'm thinking they're going to need to extend that north. I think the conditions are going to be favorable again, because you have this boundary that's still going to be sitting over us with all this tropical moisture going along it. So I still think tomorrow, watch the severe weather. I think tomorrow we may have a better risk for severe thunderstorms than today, at least over Long Island. I want to pull up earthnullschool.net, and we're going to, again, look at the ocean temperatures and see the anomalies here, which are not as bad. They've cooled off because we had that cool weather, that cool rainy weather. So this will help provide some relief, I think, for the South Shore as far as sea breezes go. But in Jersey, forget it. You know, The only thing here that we have that's working in our favor, at least a strong sea breeze. Because if we look at the actual sea surface temperature south of Long Island, they're about 55 degrees. So that should generate a pretty good sea breeze. Uh, Although, like I said, we have this humid air, which helps. You can only cool when you have a dew point of 65. You can only cool the air down to 65, and that's a problem when you got all this humidity around. And we go back to the Ventus sky and we look at these dew points. We go back to the dew points here, and the good news, at least toward the weekend, the dew points do seem to come down a little bit. Saturday is still pretty bad, though. The humidity is still very high. Look at these dew points. It's just ridiculous. Sunday gets a little better. We have a little less humidity on Sunday. But then we have more of a westerly flow, so that means less of a sea breeze. So either way, we're in a crappy pattern. I hate this weather. It's ridiculous. That ridge from hell. I really hope the president does release some kind of plan as to how to deal with this ridge, because I think we need to work on how to get rid of it, because the ridge is basically causes a lot of misery. All right, when we go back to this, you see the problem. The ridge is bad. If I pull out, let's pull out a little more. Let's go to the North American view. All right. So when you have an Atlantic ridge like this, it's bad for many reasons. All right, it's going to push it pushes severe weather into the east, but it also could push tropical storms into the east. All right, the east gets all the rain. All right, and gets all the. Meanwhile, the west is very dry, which means lots of fires, and they've already had fires out there. So we've got to really look into how we can change this, how we can fix this. It's going to be a monumental effort. I mean, I'm not just talking about stopping fossil fuels. I'm talking about actively mitigating the warming of this planet by doing something. It may be cooling the oceans down. It may be forcing all the roofs of all the buildings to be white so we reflect more heat away from the earth. But we've got to do something because this is getting worse and worse and worse. So this is the pattern we're in right now, and it's a horrible pattern to be in. And it's just horrible. And it's horrible for the whole country. There's nothing good about that damn ridge. There's nothing good that ridge brings to the table. All right? And, we move this along here at the surface on the GFS. And you see that ridge just stays there. It stays in place. We can't get cold fronts through. And we're stuck in this humid pattern. And maybe toward the end of the period, but of course the GFS always does that, maybe it'll start bringing down some cool air from Canada. But it's all trapped up here. We can't get into any of it. The whole country is warm. And this is all because of the jet stream. We go back to that's the upper air. Let's go to the 250 wind. All right, now there is an issue with the GFS, it said. So let me go to the 12Z GFS, it said here. So you can see what the issue is. Where's the jet stream? Where is the jet stream? Look at it. Look at this jet stream. The jet stream is not supposed to look like this, people. All right? It's not supposed to look like this. It's a very abnormal jet stream. And this is why we're seeing the weather patterns we're seeing. And I just can't say it enough. I'm going to keep saying it. If you want to have a nice day to go outside and take a walk, I don't know when that's going to be. At least here in the Northeast. I mean, maybe if you go way up into Canada in the boreal forest, or maybe if you go into the mountains of Flagstaff. But those are really the only places you're going to be able to take a walk in comfort. While everybody else is either going to be hot or humid or stormy. So that's going to pretty much be it for this weather update. I wish I had better news for you. But we will have to watch that severe weather threat for tomorrow. I think it's being understated by looking at some of these models. Because we still have this boundary overhead. We still have this tropical feed. And I think tomorrow we're going to see more in the way of severe thunderstorms over Long Island. So just keep, look at the radar, and, if I can, I'll update you. But let's just look at that. Speaking of looking at the radar, let's just look at the radar one more time. Let's see if we can get the Weather Service radar to actually work this time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Half the time, it doesn't work. Let's see. There it goes. Okay, so you can see here the cells here that are over Jersey, and we're starting to see that rain move in. Let's see if we can move this along here. This is just horrible there, radar, but this is what we got. You can see there are a couple of showers now moving into the area, but the severe part of it, I think, will remain over Jersey because that's where the heat is. So with that, that wraps up this video here, this weather update. And if you like the heat and humidity, you're going to love the forecast. I hate it. It's only June, for goodness sake. Can't this stuff wait until July or August? No, it's got to be the whole damn summer. And God forbid we could have a cool summer where we don't have any heat waves. I remember those when I was growing up, but now forget it. The only place that's going to be at a cool summer with no heat waves is Flagstaff. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.